have in front of me this Aurora H7 LED headlight conversion kit. It comes in this outer box here, and this is the bulbs themselves. It comes in a nice foam insert, so it'll protect them when they're being shipped out. And this is the actual bulb itself. Just on the base there's your H7 connector, your compact LED driver, very small as you can see there, and pure copper then for the braided heatsink. You can see you can just fold it out there. So the reason behind this is to allow this particular bulb to fit into the more compact applications, and I'll demonstrate that shortly with this Headlight Jumbo spotlight. So extremely compact. Just a couple of specs on this particular bulb. It's rated at 24 watts and they come in a set, so the set is 48 watts. The lumen output is 6,000 lumens per bulb and it's 12,000 lumens per set. They're running between 5,000 and 5,700 K, which is more of a white light rather than a blue light, which we seem to be just a better seller for us. It just looks more natural rather than this darker blue. Yeah, just regards the base here, this base actually disconnects, so I'll just demonstrate that for you. So that's really it. It just eases the installation rather than trying to get all that into one behind the headlight. You pop that in first and just rotate the actual bulb back in, and that's it. So what I'll do, I'll just do a quick demonstration on this Headlight Jumbo here. Just give you an indication of how these are being installed. As I said, this is the Headlight Jumbo and it's the model 320FF. So it's actually still quite common to see these in trucks. So I just have it open up here for ease of use, and again there's your typical H7 halogen bulb. I'll just remove that. And I'll just install this particular one I have here beside me. So as I said earlier, remove the base plate. It just makes life so much easier. And we'll just pop that in there and just lock it back into position. So far so good, very easy, very simple. Now we'll just install the bulb itself, and there's only one way this can go, so we have very small little tabs here and it'll only fit one way into the actual base plate. And you'll feel it slot in just like that, and just rotate it fully until it stops. So you should have your LED in place, and your LED chips should be facing left and right of the actual lens, not angled towards the sky. We don't want that anyway. We'll keep as much light on the road as possible. So that's it there. Now, just with regards to this heatsink, as you can see, it can fold right in. Just tuck them out of the way, so it'll allow the back to go on. That's the next step. Now, normally the way I would do this myself is I attach these sticky cable tie mounts. I have one here and just one on the top. So instead of having this LED driver moving around like that, we don't want that. So I'm just going to cable tie that there. And pop it in. Just snip off the excess. So that's the next step. That's just my way of doing things. I think it's just a better job when you go to install it. You're not having this LED driver moving around. The next step I would suggest is on these Headlight Jumbos, they actually have a recess here on the very top, which makes it ideal for connectors, especially in some cases where you'd have a loop in, loop out. So I'll just use a smaller cable tie for this one. And again, just snip off that excess. Really no need for it. So now we have this scenario. This is the setup. And just nice and tidy. You have nothing moving around. And now the cables can actually fold right around down here and down to the entry point here. So I'll just pop the back on that. Again, you'd have your grommet here, but I don't have one to hand. Pop your cables through, and you can see there everything is in line as it passes through, and you don't want anything catching or pinching. There's just two tabs there, we'll line them up. Yeah, there we go again. Make sure it's popped down there out of the way. That's much better. So again, if it doesn't feel right, don't push it together. Just have a quick look in, see where the cables are routed. As you can see, I had one and it was just over this piece of rubber here, so just run it to one side. So just pop them back through again. That's, you just get that feel for that there's no cables catching and you're not forcing it in place. So that's it there. I'll just actually pop the two screws in that. So it's really a simple install, especially if you can do them off the truck and maybe on a bench. It just simplifies everything if you can, but in some cases it's not practical. So that's it, job done. And I actually just powered up, just a quick demonstration. And there we go, that's your LED bulb in action in the white colour light, so 5000 to 5700K. A nice simple install, no modifications needed, and that's why we use the braided version, so we can actually get it into the back of this plastic housing. So that's really it. It's just a quick overview of the Aurora H7 LED headlight conversion kit, and just one of many uses for this particular bulb. Available on the website at www.ledautotech.ie.